Marcelito Pomoy steps onto the AGT stage with a calm confidence that immediately captures the audience's attention. The camera pans across the cheering crowd, capturing their anticipation and excitement. The stage is bathed in soft, golden light that highlights Marcelito as he approaches the microphone, his presence commanding yet humble. Judges Simon Cowell, Heidi Klum, and the others exchange curious glances, intrigued by the aura of calm mastery he exudes. Marcelito offers a gentle smile and nods toward the judges, acknowledging them before focusing fully on the performance ahead. As he positions himself, the energy in the theater shifts, the murmurs of excitement quiet down, replaced by an almost tangible anticipation. The background music fades, leaving only the faint hum of the crowd and the subtle sound of the stage lights. Marcelito takes a deep breath, preparing to showcase the unique gift that has captivated audiences worldwide. The camera cuts to close-ups of the judges, capturing the mix of curiosity and skepticism on their faces, as if they are ready to witness something extraordinary yet unsure of what to expect. The lighting subtly shifts, emphasizing Marcelito in the center, creating a cinematic spotlight effect that draws every eye toward him. There is a sense of suspense in the air, a quiet tension as the audience leans forward in their seats. Every movement Marcelito makes, from adjusting the microphone to taking that initial breath, feels deliberate, building anticipation. In these moments before he sings, the entire theater seems suspended in time, holding its collective breath, waiting for the first note that will reveal the magic about to unfold. Marcelito Pomoy begins singing, his voice emerging smooth and clear, resonating with a warm, rich male tone that immediately captivates the audience. Each note is perfectly controlled, effortlessly hitting the intended pitch while conveying deep emotion. The judges lean forward, eyes widening as they register the precision and power of his voice. The camera captures close-ups of their astonished expressions, Simon Cowell's brows raised, Heidi Klum's mouth slightly open in surprise, as if they are struggling to comprehend what they are hearing. The audience is equally mesmerized, a hush falling over the theater, broken only by the occasional gasp or whisper of admiration. Marcelito's posture is confident but relaxed, his focus entirely on the song, allowing the melody to flow naturally. The stage lighting shifts subtly, highlighting the contours of his face and adding a soft glow to the scene, emphasizing the intimacy and emotional depth of his performance. Every subtle inflection in his voice conveys not just technical skill but a profound connection to the music, drawing listeners in and making them feel each lyric. The camera pans to capture the audience, faces lifted in awe, some leaning forward in their seats, others with hands clasped over their mouths, unable to contain their amazement. Marcelito's mastery of dynamics, soft whispers that swell into powerful crescendos, creates a mesmerizing ebb and flow, holding everyone in suspense. By the end of the first verse, it's clear that what they are witnessing is not just a performance but a rare display of vocal artistry that will soon take an even more astonishing turn. Suddenly, Marcelito Pomoy shifts seamlessly from his deep, resonant male voice into a flawless, high-pitched female soprano, catching everyone off guard. The transition is so smooth that it feels almost impossible, leaving the judges momentarily frozen in disbelief. Simon Cowell's eyes widen, his mouth slightly agape, while Heidi Klum covers hers in astonishment, unable to hide the shock and admiration. The audience erupts in gasps and whispers, some leaning forward, some clapping instinctively, as the contrast between the two voices becomes crystal clear. The lighting subtly changes to enhance the dramatic effect, casting a soft spotlight on Marcelito as he alternates between the male and female tones, creating a surreal duet with himself. Each note is controlled, perfectly in tune, and emotionally charged, showcasing not just technical prowess but extraordinary artistry. The camera captures close-ups of Marcelito's focused expression, highlighting the precision and effort behind every note while maintaining an effortless appearance. The combination of his dual voices produces a layered, almost ethereal sound that fills the theater, leaving the audience and judges in awe. The energy in the room shifts from curiosity to amazement, as people realize they are witnessing something unprecedented. Marcelito's performance transcends ordinary singing, demonstrating a rare mastery that feels both magical and human. By the end of the segment, the silence of stunned admiration hangs in the air, punctuated only by sporadic claps and murmurs of disbelief, as everyone begins to grasp the magnitude of his extraordinary talent. As Marcelito Pomoy reaches the emotional climax of his performance, he begins alternating rapidly between his male and female voices, creating the effect of a full duet performed by a single person. The melody swells and dips with dramatic intensity, each transition executed flawlessly, leaving both judges and audience in complete awe. The stage lighting intensifies, with vibrant beams and subtle smoke effects enhancing the dramatic atmosphere, as if the entire theater itself is part of the performance. Judges' reactions become more animated. Simon Cowell leans forward, visibly trying to process the impossible feat, while Heidi Klum and the other judges cover their mouths or glance at each other in astonishment. The audience erupts in cheers and applause, some rising to their feet, caught up in the emotional wave of the music. Marcelito's expressions convey both concentration and deep connection to the song, his body swaying subtly with each note, drawing viewers even further into the performance. The seamless blending of his dual voices creates a mesmerizing auditory illusion, making it feel as if two singers are harmonizing perfectly on stage. Every high note resonates powerfully while every softer passage conveys vulnerability and emotion, intensifying the audience's emotional response. Camera angles shift dynamically, capturing wide shots of the stage and intimate close-ups of Marcelito and the judges, emphasizing the scale of the reaction. By the finale of this segment, the theater feels electrified, a collective energy of amazement and admiration flowing through the room, as everyone realizes they are witnessing a truly extraordinary and unforgettable moment. As the song reaches its final note, Marcelito Pomoy holds the microphone with a calm, humble composure, letting the last tone linger in the air. The note fades naturally, leaving a powerful silence that hangs over the theater, giving the audience and judges a moment to fully absorb the brilliance of what they've just witnessed. The camera pans across the audience, capturing expressions of pure awe, mouths open, eyes wide, some standing and clapping instinctively, others wiping away tears of amazement. The judges sit frozen for a few seconds, seemingly unable to process the sheer skill and uniqueness of Marcelito's performance. Simon Cowell finally breaks the silence with a stunned, almost incredulous remark, praising Marcelito's unmatched vocal talent and calling the performance historic. Heidi Klum and the other judges nod vigorously, still visibly emotional, and some gesture toward the stage in admiration. Marcelito bows politely, his smile a mix of pride and humility, acknowledging the thunderous applause and cheers that fill the theater. The lighting softens, focusing a gentle spotlight on him as he steps back slightly, allowing the audience to show their appreciation fully. Camera angles capture sweeping shots of the ecstatic crowd, the judges' reactions, and Marcelito's serene presence, cementing the moment as unforgettable. In this quiet aftermath, the impact of his extraordinary dual voice ability is fully realized, leaving everyone present with a lasting impression of an unprecedented performance, one that will be remembered as a defining moment in AGT history.